What happens when you get a bear who is raised in Peru, moved to England?
Dark Peru.
The dark part of Peru.
No, it's just dark Peru.
No, the dark part of Peru. And then decides to be a G-rated CGI live-action movie. You get Paddington 1. Paddington is a 2014 movie based on a very popular brand of books, both in the UK and in America. And you want to go through the story of the movie?
So basically, there was this... I
Explorer.
don't even know what year it was. There was an explorer named Montgomery Clyde who happened to be an explorer. I mentioned he was an explorer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what was it? He went to this island called Peru.
It's a country in South America. It's a big country too.
Oh, how am I supposed to know?
Our school system's at its best. Go ahead.
Anyway, so he comes across a new species, bears.
Who happen to be very hyper intelligent, and he ends up meeting with two bears named Lucy, and the other one was...
Who was named? Pastuzo? Yeah, Pastuzo.
Yeah. And he befriends them and he teaches them English, and they ended up teaching it to their nephew. No.
Their nephew.
Yeah, their nephew.
I
Who
don't
is
know.
named... If that was racist, I excuse myself. I haven't learned bear yet. So basically what happens is one night a storm happens.
Ross' uncle dies apparently, and then him and his aunt have to go to London because they talked about going to London sometime to see Montgomery. And so,
No, she sent him.
yeah, she wanted to go, but she ended up going to
A retirement home for bears. I don't know how that works.
No one knows.
Mhm.
Don't ask. It's a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Live with weird logic. I almost got my tongue tied.
Yeah, so she sends her nephew to London to find a home for himself.
And hopefully find Montgomery, the explorer.
So when he goes he goes there. He finds a family called the Brown family, and hijinks ensue.
But they're not really brown.
This is basically the fish out of water movie, where someone is taken from an environment and gets put into an environment that they know nothing about. So you kind of see where he interacts with. We're learning toothbrushes, English
Please don't remind me of
custom, learning how, like, everyday things that we use nowadays work. And this is a really good and funny and wholesome movie. Wait, you laughed a lot in this movie, don't lie. Don't lie.
Maybe.
He laughed a lot.
Or
Yeah, so we basically have this story where we have the CGI bear who's in London, and for some reason no one questions the fact that he's a bear.
they're just like, yeah, get out of my way.
Yeah, they just treat him like he's another person. I don't...
Or more importantly, he's a talking bear. A friggin' talking bear. How does anybody not care for that?
Mm-hmm.
If I saw that, I'd be running the other way.
Yeah, he meets the aforementioned Brown family, and they take him in. And this is a movie that absolutely could have gone wrong, because, alright, the Brown family is kind of your stereotypical family where the two kids don't like the parents because the parents aren't cool. They only take in Paddington because the wife, Mary Brown, played by Sally Hawkins, who I loved in The Shape of Water, decides to be nice to him, and then the husband, Henry Brown, played by Hugh Bonneville, is immediately against him. He automatically thinks that, excuse me, that there's something wrong with the bear, or he's trying to be a grifter, or trying to take advantage of their kindness and generosity. And this movie really could have went wrong with the father character. And at times they did, because he did play the stereotype part, oh, I don't want this person with the kids and whatever. But they dialed it back a lot of the times, and they didn't wait until the third act to have him redeem himself. The main villain, you want to talk about it? Nicole Kidman.
That was pretty surprising because it turns out I don't even know her goddamn name, and I will never know her.
Milson.
Where do you see that?
Right there.
I don't see that.
Anyway.
Melissa. Oh, so this woman apparently named Millicent. They don't even mention her name. Apparently, she was Montgomery's daughter. If she wants revenge because all the other scientists denied her father because they didn't believe about the talking bear species.
Yeah, and Nicole Kidman is totally over the top. She's such a hammy character in this movie. Like, even her, every time you see her, you can tell she's coming, because there would be thunder, there'd be some ominous music playing. It's kind of campy in that way, but at the same time, it's never eye-rolling. It was really funny. Or it's just like, ah! And she knew what role she was playing, so she didn't try to be the straight-up villain. She just thought it was hilarious. Or she just, went over the top with her delivery and everything. The CGI was really good in this movie. Like, the Paddington never stood out as like he wasn't there. But at the same time, he still looked like a bear.
I think you punched my brain.
Huh?
I think you punched my brain.
Why?
Because this my heart hurts. And my head hurts.
So what did you think of the CGI in the movie?
It wasn't bad.
I thought it was really good. I think it worked better than a lot of CGI we see in most movies. And this movie is almost 4 years old now.
Especially the food fight.
And it held up really well. I would definitely recommend this if you have kids.
Take them to see this movie.
Well, it's on video now.
Either way.
This is one of these movies where, and I said this in my review for Paddington 2, where I didn't feel it talked down to kids. It never felt like it was trying to sell you something. It never felt like you were, listen, kids, stop being stupid and here's some keys to watch this. And as parents, I don't think you have to sit there and watch your kids watching this to make sure they're not getting any mixed messages or any bad messages. This movie's really wholesome, really enjoyable. This is a family movie where I don't think anyone would have a problem with. I thought you're 13 now.
I'm 14.
No, you turned 14 in October.
So I'm not 13 now.
You're 13 and 3/4. No, 2.
I'm 14, goddammit. I turned 15 in October. You forgot my age?
Aha, I like to forget my age. But, yeah, what do you think
In terms of what?
about watching this with small kids? And
I'm pretty sure they would shut the hell up.
yeah, it's really fun, and I don't think. Yeah, and they don't even try to make any like. This isn't like something like idiotic like the Minions movie, where it feels like it's trying to sell you 19 other products, or they're just trying to make fart jokes. I don't. There wasn't one fart joke in this movie, was there? No.
You just had to bring the fuck jokes, didn't you?
Because that's the easiest thing that happens in kids' movies nowadays.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's not.
Yeah, it is. The
Okay.
Minions had the fart guns.
Huh?
Remember that?
Well, that's different.
Or they didn't try to make any sexual innuendos that only the adults would get. I really enjoyed this movie. I think I like this not as much as part one because I thought Hugh Grant was the difference. Because his bad guy character in the second one. But this is still a really good movie. You want to give it a score?
8.1.
I give it 8. I think I gave 8.5 to. Yeah, I'd give it 8.5. This is a really good movie. I enjoyed it. Do you want to say anything in bearish?
Screw you.
You cracked me up, little buddy. That's our review for Paddington.
Peace.